In this section, we'll create a new blueprint from scratch to get a better understanding of how they work. Open up the content drawer and right-click in here. There are many advanced assets in this menu we can create, such as audio cues, particle effects, and things like that. However, we want to create a blueprint class, so select this. Even for blueprints, there are many different classes we can base them off of. The simplest one that can be placed in the world is an actor. We also have pawns, characters, player controllers, and many other things. You can actually also click on all classes to see all the available classes. There are more than 600 here. This is going to be important once you start to make our 2D games. For example, we can look for paper character. And this has everything we need to get started with a paper character. So this is going to make it a lot easier to create our own blueprints. However, for now, we just need an actor, which is the simplest one. Now we need to set a name. Like I said before, the connection is to use BP_. We'll make a pickup, so call it BP_pickup. And press enter. In the official documentation, there's also a page for recommended asset naming conventions. I will link this so you can have a look at it to get a better understanding. Double-click BP Pickup to open up the blueprint actor. As you can see, there is nothing in our viewport because this blueprint doesn't have any visual parts. Here on the left side we see the component area. We can click on Add to open up the drop-down. Here we have many different choices available and you'll get more used to them over time. But for now we just want to add a sphere. And you can now see it here in the viewport. We can also set a name here, but sphere is fine in this case. If we select the component on the right side, we can see the details. Here we can change things such as the scale, location, rotation, and also the material. So let's just change the material to see this in effect. Just pick any random material you can see here. And now the sphere is blue in my case. If nothing is showing up for you here, you might want to click this cog icon and show plugin content or show engine content. So one thing you might have noticed is that the tab for our map is gone. We can just grab this tab and drag it into the same window. Now we can easily switch between our blueprint view and the map view. Let's now drag an instance of this blueprint into the world. Open up the content drawer, again by clicking here or Control and space, and just drag it into the world. And here you can then again reposition it and move it around. We can add as many as we want of these into the world. And if we make changes inside the blueprint, they will affect all the instances. So for example, let's just change the material again. And you can see that it affected all the instances in the world. In some cases, you might have to click on Compile and also on Save for changes to take effect. Now start the game and just walk into these spheres. And we can see that our character is actually being blocked by these, and we want to change this later to make them pickups. But that is what we're going to do in the next section.